seriously, is this how it's going to be now?
Well, hello there and welcome back to another episode of glennzb TV, the show that puts glennzb into your TV. Look, I've got so much to tell you about today, but a lot of Feedback Friday coming up, little tease there. So I've got to get through this other stuff so fast. I might have to talk Mike Hosking fast. That's how fast we're going to have to get through it. We're going to start with this. Does James Parker have a middle name? This is you know, the guy who's in trouble up in Kaitaia, the Beast of Kaitaia, I think. Is it alright to start calling him the Beast of Kaitaia? It seems only fair. And not that I have any sympathy for Stuart Murray Wilson at all, but it doesn't seem fair that we call him Stuart Murray Wilson and we're only calling this guy James Parker. Leighton Smith is the only person so far I've heard use his middle name, which is, bizarrely, Robertson. His middle name is like a last name, so he's James Robertson Parker. No wonder he doesn't want anybody to know what it is. Well, let's humiliate him, and that should teach him a lesson, shouldn't it? All right. I've got a breaking naked prince theory. I know I had that theory yesterday that perhaps they were just doing a quick bladder check because his granddad has the bladder issues and they obviously had to get his kid off, leave his clothes on the still, and we'll have a look at your bladder for you. It turns out that those ladies were not nurses, actually. So here's my new theory, that they were tailors. That yes, we've got an emperor's new clothes theory going on here. They were just trying to sell him a coat which basically wasn't there, but they told him it was there, and he fell for it like the member of the royal family he is. And who could blame him? I guess they're just genetically predisposed to that kind of con. So look out, royals. If they say that it's you know, a lovely coat of fine fabric, probably isn't. You're probably just in the nude. Alright, speaking of you know, getting your bits out, we've got this interesting story, which I can only find on the News Talk ZB website at the moment. Pinching Hutt butt. We've got a bloke, Lower Hutt police. Of course it would be Lower Hutt police if we're talking about people pinching people's butts. Can't be Upper Hutt for the butt pinch. Two women have reported having their backsides pinched while on Jackson Street in the past month. Yeah, there's possible there have been other incidents according to police. And he's hoping it doesn't escalate past the butt pinch. And in fact, we're all over the story. We've got two stories on it. Here's another story with a little bit more detail saying that the offender, when confronted, says he denies anything has happened. He just walks off. So how does that confrontation go? The lady turns around and says, "Did you just pinch my butt?" And he says something like, No, I just fell over into you and pushed against you in a butt pinching." Nobody's buying that, dude. Give it up. Alright, what's the deal with Boris? This has really been on my mind this week because these telecom ads that just seem to go on forever with the kid and the turtle. Is the turtle really the right image for telecom? Because basically they're talking about faster broadband, and I'm thinking the turtle is kind of like the opposite of the message that you're wanting to get across there. Or is it just a fair indication of how our broadband works at the moment in New Zealand? It's like, runs at turtle speed. Do you know what I'm talking about? You must know what I'm talking about. Remember Boris? Boris, there he is. That's Boris. I'm just thinking that there's other animals that they could have gone with. Some slightly faster animals. They could have gone with this guy. That would have been perhaps a more accurate depiction of New Zealand broadband. Maybe this guy. He looks smiley and cuddly. That's a sloth. Very slow. Are you not getting this joke yet? That's a sloth. But too exotic. All right. Slow things in trees. How about these guys? Too much air here. Too Australian. Yeah, I'm right. I'm with you. We need to go. Let's go. Let's keep it Kiwi. And how about that? Go with that one. Too soon? Too soon. Okay, let's move on quickly. Feedback Friday. Yes, this is what I've been rushing to try and get towards. First of all, I know you're all interested in the Facebook stats. Now, unfortunately, people talking about this down 50%. Come on, guys, I don't mind a little bit of gossip. Doesn't have to be positive. Talk in front of my back, behind my back, whatever you want. Keep talking about me. But, luckily, the total reach, yes, oh, it's coming along. We're up 22%, so that's a good effort. I've got a glog out there on the scan on my shoulder. If you want to Google up the glennzb glog, it's like a blog, but I do it, so it's a glog, and it's called The Scan. Google glennzb glog, The Scan, you'll find it immediately. Kerry has written in to say, awesome description, LMFAO. Pretty sure I don't mention the band LMFAO in that blog anywhere, so I don't know what you're on about, Gary, but thanks anyway. We've got... oh yes, this is in reference to the episode the other day we had to do outside because Mike was in here interviewing Keith Urban, and I was complaining about that. Vanessa said that she hoped that he was bringing me a cup of tea when he came out, but he wasn't. Mike, that's not really how Mike rolls. Patrick just said LOL and then did an X and a D, which I think is supposed to be like a laughing face, but only if you go around looking at people like that. And Stu said, more to the point, Keith Urban tomorrow, like he was interested in Keith Urban. Nobody's buying that, Patrick. Nobody's interested in him. Oh, now yesterday, this was a problem yesterday. Sheila on the Facebook said, missing my glennzb TV fix for today. And that had come in at like 1:11 PM, and there was no glennzb TV. I don't know why I keep looking at you while I'm saying this, Ed. I don't know why I'd be looking at Ed Allen there. He wouldn't have anything to do with that. Anyway, well, I got the whole team onto that, and they sorted that out for Sheila. And Sheila, thanks, Glenn. I watched an omnibus edition of your episodes at the weekend, and she's really enjoying my sense of humour. I like that idea, an omnibus of glennzb. That's something we should look into. 5 episodes. Put them all together back to back. That's a good sort of half an hour's worth of quality viewing for you there. But this is my favourite Feedback Friday of the week. Hi Glenn, my wife and I enjoy your humour, and I thought I'd share a little humour with you. I draw and paint as a hobby and sketched this caricature for you this morning after watching your complaint on glennzb TV regarding the hot chocolate and the coffee machine, and you are not going to believe this. I believe this is the first time I've been made into a cartoon. Check that puppy out. That's glennzb having at the coffee machine. That is a nice effort. That is a nice effort. So thank you very much, Mary, and particularly Max. I'm sure you were there to support Max while he was drawing that, but Max, you are the drawer, and I love that. And if you want to see that picture in more detail, I'll be posting that on my Facebook page later on today. That was glennzb TV. Thanks for having glennzb in your telly. Ow! Ow! Stop that!